Hello everybody, my name is Wendy Sandford and I am the Adult Services and Reference Librarian at the Ringwood Public Library, and I am here today because I want to celebrate the American Library Association's Preservation Week with you. The Preservation Week is April 25th through May 1st. Their motto is "Save your stuff and pass it on." Well, that is something that I've been doing for, I think, practically my whole life, is saving things, and I have been preserving them as well for my family. I'll be happy to share my background with you. I obtained my master's in library science degree from Rutgers University, and then I attended preservation training courses at Drew University's their History and Preservation program, and I received training from the Northeast Document and Conservation Center, as well as the Conservation Center for Art and Historic Artifacts. I brought everything that I learned to the library that I work in. I can show you on my next slide some of the archives that are currently at the Ringwood Library. So I have shared my knowledge and whatever skills I do have with libraries around New Jersey and around Pennsylvania. I have done talks and lessons, and it's about an hour kind of a session. So today, with me talking to you here on this computer screen, I promise I'm not going to talk to you for an hour. I'm going to just highlight some of the things that might help you to just get started with your family preservation. I guarantee that in every family, someone inherits the stuff. In my family, my dad had a wooden box about so big that he kept on top of his closet, his bedroom closet, and I remember being small and I would ask to look at the stuff and he'd let me. And when I moved out, I asked Dad, I said, you know, I work in a library, I kind of know how to organize things. Would it be okay if you let me have possession of the wooden box? And he said, yeah, sure, that'd be great. And so now that wooden box has turned into a hope chest full of Sandford archives. So if you were here with me at one of my seminars, this would be the time when I say, so where are your family archives currently stored? And I'd get answers in the attic, in a basement, in a garage, in a storage unit, safety deposit boxes. Well, how do you think that it's stored right now? Oh, it's a mess. I'll get to it. I'll get it organized. But I do have them in scrapbooks and albums, and a lot of the pictures are framed and they're on display. Well, let's talk about that and see what I can do to help you to get whatever it is that you have and make it safe for the next 100 or more years. I'm going to go over some of the terms, the terminology that you'll need to know when purchasing your protection for your collection. Just the number one rule, house your collections in good, no, best high quality enclosures and boxes for their protection. Always look for the term archival. archival safe, acid-free, and lignin-free. Now, lignin is a part of a plant that is used to make paper, and it's removed when the pulp is extracted chemically, but in some things like newspapers, lignin remains in it. So lignin-free is very important because lignin is responsible for the rapid aging and yellowing of paper. You want to use 100% unbleached cotton. You can wrap a family Bible in a 100% unbleached cotton pillowcase. For your enclosures, Mylar is the best. Mylar, a Melanix film. Mylar is crystal clear, it's rigid, and it's inert. Polypropylene is another choice, and it's like Mylar, it's just not as stiff. And polyethylene is also inert, but it's less clear and stiff, but they won't outgas and they will provide protection for your materials. For wrapping things, I recommend using buffered tissue paper. That's good for your photos, your documents. Buffered material absorbs acids from the air and from the dust. You can use unbuffered tissue paper for your textiles. I'm going to show you some good things and bad things in archival materials using the terms that we just learned. For instance, if you're in the store, let's see, scrapbook album refill, acid, lignin, and PVC free. Oh, that sounds good. No, turn it over. We'll see it's distributed in Texas, but it was made in China. Why is that bad? America has standards for acid-free and archival. Other countries don't have the same standards. You want to stick with made in the USA. Here's another one. This has colored paper for scrapbooking. And let's see, acid free. But turn it around. Distributed in Irving, Texas. Made in China. I don't recommend this one either. Here are sheet protectors. Let's see. Non-glare, archival safe, and acid free. And right here, made in China. I definitely would not ever use this one. What about this album? Brand new. Let's see, can you see? Here it is. Archival quality pages will protect your photos and memorabilia for generations to come. Here is made in China. I would throw this album away. For tissue paper, like I said, unbuffered or buffered, not Christmas paper. Do not use this. How about this one? This is paper, acid-free paper. Paper produced and converted in the United States. But what does it say up here? Minimum 90% recycled content. Do not do anything with your archives if it has been recycled, because you don't know what kind of recycled materials are in this paper. I would not use this. And now for the good, something like this. Simply Memories Naturals features acid and lignin-free paper and covers to ensure long-lasting memories. Fade-resistant archival quality paper. Let's see. Made in the USA. I recommend this, as well as this one. Okay, perfect for keeping your special memories forever. There's the acid-free, meets accepted pH standards, made in the USA. I believe them. I recommend this. So what are the archival enemies for your collection? Number one is light. All types of light causes damage. The damage includes fading and discoloration and embrittlement. And that light damage is usually permanent and unfixable. Number two is moisture. That's why you do not want to store your items in the attic or in the basement. Number three is pollution, and that is cigarette smoke. Number four are bugs and pests. Again, if your stuff is in the garage, the pests are going to come in. They love to eat paper. Bugs and mice. The mice loves to eat the paper as well, and they make nests out of it. Number five is beasts, which are your dogs and your cats. If you have your things just hanging around, surely your animal, your pet, can attack it. And number six, to me, one of the biggest archival enemies are people. That's you and that's me. Greasy hands. Try to have the cleanest of hands when you're touching your items, especially photographs. White gloves, white cotton gloves. We use that in our archives in the library. If you have something that's precious, go ahead and do that. A few pointers before we sign off. I cannot urge enough the importance of digitizing your materials. I have been digitizing since the 90s, and each storage medium becomes obsolete as technology improves. So let's see, started here, I moved it here, see that says family, moved it to there. Now it's all moved on to here. Who knows what's going to be next? And I back these things up. I make a couple of discs, and I have kept them in different places, just in case of fire or something. VHS Disney World is now on here. Sadly, this little tiny little mini cassette I've not ever upgraded, so I have lost the sounds of Ireland from 1992, so never again will I hear the cows in the pasture at Slane Castle, and I regret that deeply. Another quick scanning tip. Highly recommend to you to scan all of your photographs, and if you want to frame any of them, print them out on photo paper and frame the copy and archive the original, and that will save it from the light. My last tip that I want to share with you is about a danger that you probably have in your house. I think every single house has something like this, which is a magnetic photo album. Ooh, pages even coming out. These are eating your photos. When this was new, this yellow was not there, but the yellow is going to infest on here every single day, more and more, and it will eat and destroy whatever you have there. If it is photos, I recommend you get them out of these magnetic sheets immediately. I did. I have them here in this box. Yes, another tip, do not put your photos touching each other. I will show you, I have a photo, and acid-free paper in between. A photo and acid-free paper in between. So I do that with everything, a photo with acid-free paper in between. Don't ever let photographs touch each other. They will stick, they will not be able to come apart. If you have a magnetic like this and you can't get the item out, bring it to the library. Scanning is free at the library. You can scan it and email it to your email address, and then you can print it out or save it to a disk. I have a portable scanner. I could scan it like this. But here is a tip on getting things out of your magnetic album. Let's see. Let's open this up. And dental floss. Okay. Dental floss. Start at a corner. Work your way. As you can see, the dental floss is working. It's getting it off of this magnetic paper. My goal this preservation week was hopefully to excite you through my passion and work with preservation to spark a plan to preserve your family's memories. Everyone has family archives, whether it's all photos or maybe it's the artwork that your kids bring home from school. They tell the story of who we are, and future generations will have a record of where they came from. Think about this. We don't own our family history. We simply preserve it for the next generation. Thank you, and good luck.